What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Dude, Dragon Dagger already sending over two, saying, Hollywood. What's up, man? Thank you very much for the tea. Appreciate it, dude. You know what's coming to you, though, man. You can call me Oh, jeez. Why? Why every time I start talking? You can call me Hollywood all you want. But the truth is, no one slaps in Hollywood like I slap. Slap. That's actually probably a lie. There's probably... I imagine people get slapped around in Hollywood all the time. But it doesn't matter. Let's pretend it to be true. Alright, what's up, everybody? Dragon Dagger, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Late, I know, guys. I know, I'm very late. I'm so sorry. Very, very late tonight. Hashtag all leathered out and scary. What does that mean? All leathered out and scary? What in the world? BG, you should shock us and be on time one day. I'm afraid of change, you know? And, it's not a change I want to see. That's a lie on both fronts. One, I'm not afraid of change, and two, I'd love to be more on time. Theo sent it over too as well, saying BG and Legacy, the ultimate bromance. Of course, man. Have you seen our dungeon level? Our dungeon friendship level or incursion friendship level? Is it even incursion or is it just friendship level? Either way, have you seen our friendship level? It's like 32 or 33 or something ridiculous. Theo, thank you very much for the two though, man. Definitely appreciate that. Okay, let's head on over to the Twitter. Hobbit, thank you for the raid, by the way, man. I don't know exactly what that means, the hashtag all leathered out and scary thing, but it is scary. Let's do the tweet. Dearest at Marvel Champions, I now return you, or do you return, we'll see that at the end. I now return you to your regularly scheduled MCOC programming. Or is it you that returns me? Yeah. And now, no. Jeez, man, I couldn't even get the frickin' period after the PS right. All right, tweet. All right, what's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Everybody doing well tonight, I hope. Alright. Corey sent it over a book. Corey, thank you very much. Saying, hey BG, another Howard the Duck fact. Howard the Duck fact? Many people don't know this, but Howard the Duck dropped out of high school twice and still doesn't have a driver's license to this day. I question that mech suit. Ugh. Howard. He's really fallen on some hard times in his life, alright? It's really not... Listen, it's not the type of... Howard. It's not really nice to call him out like that, you know? He's a duck. He's trying. He's doing his best. It's hard to live up to his Venom the Duck counterpart, you know? Corey, thank you very much for the buck, though. BG, my ex-girlfriend used to hit me with a stringed instrument every day. If only I knew she had a history of violins. Alright. Boo. Let's hit the arena. Actually, no, we have a couple of other things to do before hitting the arena. We gotta do a AQ energy dump. BG, how long do you play this game? A day? Like how many hours a day? At least 400. Last night was fun, Baldy. You should do it again sometime. I may. We'll see. Glad you had fun with it. Hashtag Dreamin' Raid Dreamin'. Thanks for the raid, man. I'm getting double raided tonight. Howard is clearly the underachieving duck. Gotta spread the knowledge. No, man. You don't call out the misfires. Just like you shouldn't call out if someone maybe doesn't have a website after they actually tried. I swear, you know. It's... Alright, let's go, Ice Dude. Make this nice and quick and, well, not painless, but make it nice and quick for you at least, bud. Best way to get premium hero crystals, the arena. A lot of milestones, a lot of PHCs. BG, I subscribed to you. Jacob, thank you, man. What's up, BG? What's up, Kata? Hi, I am new. Alright, welcome, man. If you can, remove the caps lock. That would be lovely. Otherwise, welcome. Hope you have a good time in here. We go for Tiger, BG? Nah. Tigra... I didn't really find a good use for her. PR Trivia, this season you finished 84-0, deathless record. You finished 3rd in PR. Which two legends finished ahead of you? Oof. Man. I want to say one of them was you. But I'm not sure if that was one of the seasons. Or if that's when... That's a really tough one, man. I don't think I'm going to get this one. For some reason, Pete comes to mind, but if you finished higher than me, then Pete likely did not finish higher. So I'm going to say you... Would I refer to myself as a legend, though? That's the #1 reason why I said you. It's either you or Pete, I want to say. But I'm thinking you. I want to say B. Manny. But I don't think that's right. I don't think it's B. Manny. I'm gonna say B. Manny, though, just because. So I'm gonna go with you and B. Manny. But I don't think I'm right on that one. I think my PR trivia is incorrect on in this case, or knowledge or whatever. Do you have any tips? Just started playing a month ago, and my best player is a 3208 thing. I have some kind of general tips. It's a little. This game's kind of complicated though, so if you have specific questions, please feel free to ask those. But just in general, I'd say you want to spend your units on masteries, unlocking masteries, rather than buying crystals. Wait, whoa. I was first at 96-2, B. Manny was second, you were third. How do I do this? How do I always do this? How do I always get the PR questions right? Unbelievable. P was 10th with a pitiful 61-1 record. Wow, dude. Pitiful. Ugh. Disgusting. Pete, how could you? Alright, anyway, other generalized tips for this game. So, yeah, spend your units on unlocking powerful masteries. That's #1. Do not buy crystals with your units. Not at first, at least. #2 is this game, just the way that you should approach it is it's a slow-moving game. So, patience is key. Don't blow all of your resources in one quest. You want to kind of space it out. Think of it as a marathon, not a sprint. #3, it is a pretty skill-based game. There's a lot to having the right champions and stuff like that, but it is still a pretty skill-based game. You want to get down at least the fighting basics. So yeah, the best video for that, getting started wise at least, in my opinion, is to check out a video series called How to Fight Like a Ninja, specifically the parry episode to it. How to Parry Like a Ninja. Just type that into YouTube. It's on the Dork Lessons channel. Join an alliance when you can, and yeah, if you got specific questions, I'll try my best to help you. I miss a lot of comments in here, but hopefully other people will be able to help you as well. How are you so good at PR trivia? Dreaming. Maybe I'm actually really good at trivia just in general. And I always downplay it. Maybe I would actually crush your trivia competitions. We'll never know. We'll never know. Y'all seriously told me out for talking another language? Yeah, man, it's English only in here because we don't know what people are saying in other languages, man. It's not a disrespect to other languages. It's more of a, because we can't read it, we don't know what the person's saying. We don't know if they're, you know, trying to cause harm or something like that by saying bad things. So it is English only in here. Actually, he's lying. You should be line Cav and then do nothing nothing except buy Cav crystals. Yeah. That's totally it. Ben said it over too. Ben Batch, thank you very much, saying you don't miss comments that cost $2. Oh, Ben, I wish that were true. There's been times, let me tell you. I try my best, but man, I think I have a better system in place so that I don't miss those comments now. But there were actual times that, yeah, I've missed super chats. It's happened more than once. But yeah, Ben, thank you very much for the 2, man. Oraplexi had sent it over 2 saying, yo, no, Hablo Ingalls. See, this is what we're talking about. I don't know what that means. I'm just kidding. Oraplexia, thank you for the 2. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. I was talking to somebody else. It's a big deal. Was he talking to someone else? I don't know. I wasn't watching that closely. We'll be redoing this membership. Hey, man, that's all right. That's all right. We still, you don't have to renew the membership. There's no reason to be all salty about it, though. You know what I mean? We're just trying to have a good time. Ben sent it over too, saying, you're good, dude. Really appreciate all the help. All right. Thank you, man. All right. Let's hit the arena, though. Let's do it. All right. Let's hit the basic first. BG, when is the next rank up coming? I did record another rank up, and I've got a ton of resources expiring. So, rank ups, they will be coming. They will be coming soon. Definitely got more rank ups on the way, on the horizon. First 6-star open today is a Magneto. Can I get a rip from you, my guy? That is a big rip, dude. Oof, that is rough. He's got some synergies. So I mean, it's as crazy as it sounds, it's not the worst pull ever because of the usefulness of his synergies. But that is still rough. Hopefully your next one's better, man. Hopefully it's better. Dane Lewis sent it over 8 of them Australia bucks. Dane, thank you, man. Saying, sup, big dog? What's a movie/series you could watch over and over? For me, it's the Dark Knight trilogy. Christopher Nolan's my favorite character, too. For me, I have a few. Mighty Ducks is one of them. Kung Fu Panda is another. Home Alone is another. As far as TV shows go, Psych and Always Sunny. Those are 2 shows at least. Yeah, there's probably some others that I'm forgetting, but those are definitely it for me. They're definitely it for me. What is going on here, man? What are these messages? Are these like threats or something now? What is happening? Guys, take it easy. We don't need any fighting. Let's take it back. Let's chill out. No reason to be like that. We're just here to have a good time. You know what I mean? Alright. Let's get back to the grind. Please, that goes for everybody, whether you're trying to start something or not, man. We don't need any of that stuff. I'll fight you, BG. Tom, this is what I'm talking about. Why? Why, man? BG, how is the game development going on? What languages / libraries are you using? What game development? If you mean my failed website development, it was I was using mostly, you know, Python, and then of course, you know, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, of course. But all the back-end stuff was Python with Django as the framework. And yeah, it's not going that great, you know. Stealth Ghost, set it over 10. Stealth Ghost, thank you, man. Saying, hey BG, who should I rank 5 as my 11th person? Mojo, Hype, or Omega Red, all duped about Sig 80. PS hi. Hello. Man. If you run Suicides, for sure Omega Red. If you don't run Suicides, maybe still Omega Red, but I'd probably say Hyperion. I would go with one of those. I like Mojo. I like Mojo a lot. I think he's probably underrated as a champion just in general. But Hype and Omega Red, I mean, that's my bread and butter right there. So how could I recommend anything but one of those two? So yeah, I'd probably do that. If you're not running Suicides, like, here's the thing. Omega Red, he doesn't require Suicide Masteries to be powerful. But he's clearly more powerful with them. And with Omega Red only at Sig 80, he is a little bit more Sig dependent than someone like Hype. So a little bit low on the Sig level. And not running, you know, if you're not running Suicides, then I probably would just say Hype. But if you are running Suicides, even at Sig 80, I'd probably go Hype. He's just that good. So good. Alright, J Money. 705, J Money, thank you, man. Say one thing, he asked for my location, BG. He's in love with me. Yeah, man, this is let's just try to drop it though, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to perpetuate it, because comments like that, that's just gonna try to perpetuate it in some way. Let's just let it all go. You know what I mean? And just have a good time. That's all it's about, man. We don't need any fighting in here. But thank you, man. Do appreciate the 5. Or Plexi set over to 5 as well. Man, guys, all the super chats. Thank you. And this channel is all about having a good time. The only fighting should be between BG and Seaton. Thank you. Exactly, Oriplexian. The fake beef between me and Seaton. See, I gotta say that because there's people in here that are new, and they might think that you're serious. There's no beef, but yes, if there's gonna be some kind of fighting, let's at least make it some imaginary beef.
Man loves beefs.
And yeah. Perplexity, thank you, man. Carl also said out of 5. Carl, thank you, man. Saying, BG, how much do we need to donate to get a BG versus Dreamin' trivia stream? Oh man, I don't want to. I'm really not good at trivia. I don't know how I'm always getting these PR trivia questions right. I really don't. I don't think I would do well. Like, So I haven't seen all the trivias that Dreamin's done, but I've been there for parts of them, at least. And dude, I get all the questions wrong. Like, dude, I get all the questions wrong, man. Like, I feel like I would probably be maybe not the worst person that's ever done trivia, but I'd be pretty far down on the list. So yeah, I don't really want to do the trivia, you know. Carl, thank you, man. Ronan. 705 Ronan saying, hey BG, ... Oh no. Ronan. I don't like these dots. Does that mean you were unable to find someone?
Man loves beans.
Trying to see if you have another... Oh wait, you just sent over another message. Just trying to see if you're in the regular chat. With another 5 saying, hey BG, remember ... again. No, Ronan, what is this, man? Please tell me you found someone. Oh man. Alright, Jesus Gomez sent it over too, though. Thank you very much, dude. Saying banana pudding or banana bread. Oh, dude. I hate to say this because I feel like I'm a banana traitor at this point, but I just like the regular bananas, and I don't really like banana things. Actually, I don't know if I've ever had banana bread. Laura's made banana bread before. Laura's made banana bread, but I didn't eat any. I think I might have had banana pudding like once in my life, but I wasn't really into it. Had banana Slurpees. Ugh, didn't like those. I had the little banana runts, you know, like the candy. Those are like my least favorite of the runts. I like bananas, but I like the just bananas kind of thing, you know. But yeah, please don't hate me because of my limited banana liking experience. Experience is probably not the right word, but anyway. Thank you very much for the 2, man. Or Plexi sent over 2 as well, saying fake. Don't lie. Oh goodness. Don't do this. Don't do this. Oh, or Plexi and Stealth Ghost sent it over, dude. Sent over another 10, saying, oh yeah. You couldn't recommend me rank 2 in my 6-star dude man thing. I always have 7 points unused, so I can put on suicides at any point. Okay. Yeah. Do you normally not run them then? Because it sounds like you're normally not running them, but you have those unused points so that you could run them if you choose, kind of thing. But either way, yeah. Honestly, both Hyperion and Omega Red are good with suicides even, because, yeah, I use both of those guys all the time, with or without suicides. They're just good. They're just really good. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, six-star dupe man thing. When it comes to a 6-star awakened man thing, I think that is a cool rank too. But still not first choice for a rank up. It breaks my heart to say that because I love man thing. You know I love man thing. But yeah, man. If you are deep enough into the game where you're like clearing all of Act 6 and you have a rank 1 to 2 rank up gem, he can get it. But well, it sounded weird the way I said that. Man thing can get it. But yeah. Otherwise, the other champions, they're just better. Kind of simple as that. Wait, Ronan, did you send over another 20? Dude. This time with no message. You're not in the chat, are you? No, you're not. Sorry if you heard that Windows ding. That was me. Don't check your computer. But yeah. Ronan, thank you so much, man. Super generous of you. I'm still not sure if you if you found somebody or not, but I'm hoping you did, man. Tom also said a buck saying, BG, do you think Tetris is a good game? You could even say it was a blockbuster. Ugh, Tom. Why? Ugh. Boo. An old gamer sending over, what is BYN? I'm kind of curious where that's from. BYN, I don't remember ever seeing that currency before. That's always cool. There's a new currency here. BYN currency, what is this called? The Belarusian ruble. That's what that is. Cool, man. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it, man. I don't see another message from you. I just see an upside-down smiley face sticker. But yeah, man, thank you very much for the support. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right. Jesus Gomez sent it over to another two. Thank you, man. Say milk first, then cereal, or cereal first, then milk. Nah, dude, it's got to be cereal first. Anybody who does milk first, I don't even know. Whoa, oof. How is that even a possibility to do that? How can that be possible? Actually, I have done that like once or twice or a dozen times. Here's the only time that it happens though, where you do milk first and then cereal. When you don't have much milk left, and you're trying to figure out like how much cereal can I get in this bowl while still having enough milk to eat it. So then you gotta do that so that you know there's only so much that you could pour out of the cereal box. But otherwise, no. Oh no. Cereal first. Not a monster. Ronan, wait, Ronan. You sent over another 10. Dude, saying, hey, BG, remember the time you broke my heart and kicked me from For Loki? That's the time you're talking about? Oh, God. Ronan, why? I still remember and Pepperidge Farm remembers. Can you put up the cutoff for 3-star Spark Spider-Man? Really? Oh, man, I just realized my face is super red. Has my camera always done that, or? I'll try to fix it real quick. All right, super pale. Good. There we go. Well, 3-star Sparks Spider-Man cutoff. It is actually just Pepperidge Farms. You have to. You got to go all in. You got to bet the farm, basically. That's the cutoff. But Ronan, man, thank you so much for all the generosity, man. Even though I was the one that kicked you from For Loki, you son of a. Stealth the Ghost. Send over another 5-2. Saying ABG, I feel like the weakest class is the skill class nowadays. What do you think? It's pretty subjective. But yeah, I kind of agree. For me personally, it's definitely skill. I rarely use skill champions outside of Nick Fury. There are some other powerful ones, of course. Aegon is exceptionally powerful, right? I don't have him though, so I don't use him, of course. But people, of course, use him to complete the toughest content in the game, like the Abyss. And then Stealth Spidey also gets some use, gets some love. Blade, for the longest time, was the king of the contest, I would say. So it's not like the skill class is all bad or anything, but overall, I guess here's what it comes down to for me. Overall, each class, they kind of have their own flair in this game, what makes them special. And skill is just... What is the special one for skill? They can shrug off debuffs faster. or just can shrug them off, period. Sometimes it's faster, sometimes it's just completely shrugging them off, things like that. And they normally, it seems like they're normally, or they're more inclined to have like some bleed-based abilities. They're a little bit special when it comes to that. But all classes, of course, can cause bleeds. Yeah, it's just kind of weak overall, especially when you have someone like Ghost that can literally do that special thing better than the entire skill class, and she's not even in the skill class. So, for me, I have not invested too many resources into these skill champions, just in general. Ronan said another 10 saying ABG. Remember when you kicked Doobs from 4 Loki? Did I actually kick Doobs? I've kicked some people before. I don't even remember kicking Doobs. Oh man. You know, that was one of the reasons why I really wanted to take you up on your offer, not just to help out, but just to see all the old faces again, man, including Doobs. Ronan, why do you do this though? Why? Why do you have to bring up these painful moments? I didn't want to kick anybody, damn it. They made me, guys. You're not getting... Everyone else is not getting the full story here. I wasn't the leader of 4 Loki. I wasn't even an officer in 4 Loki. But what would happen is they would make me kick people. I had no choice. Ronan, thank you though, man. Thank you so much, dude. Man, the customer disservice in this game is a sad joke. I'm shutting down all my expenditures on it. Kabam will never see another dime from me ever. What happened? Bad, I'm guessing you're talking about sending in a support ticket, because the support tickets, they can be very hit or miss. Hey, speaking of though, lies, you were? No. What are you talking about, Ronan? What was I gonna say? I did hear, so normally I agree that, yeah, the customer service in this game, sometimes it is pretty rough. But on a positive note, lately there was an issue where people who did the Abyss, I think that got corrected. Is that on the forums? Not sure if that's on the forums or what. God, why is my face so bright red right now? This is crazy. Maybe I need to... Oh god, I'm dying. Anyway, alright, I'm done looking at the forums here. Fumbling around, not able to find what I was looking for. There was an issue where people who went through the Captain Marvel fight, if you went through with a Mystic Champion, you were given some resources. Okay, I'm gonna try to fix this camera thing once and for all. Ah, that is not a way to fix it. Oh my god. If we just do that. Okay, maybe that's better. I look pretty pale. Oh, there's no way to make it look good. I'll have to tinker with that later. Anyway, as I was saying, there was an issue where, so people who, if they went through that fight and they beat Captain Marvel using a Mystic Champion, they were given a bunch of resources back because it was a bugged fight. And the people who started using a Mystic Champion and then realized it's not working very well, and then switched to using like Aegon or something like that, they did not get the resources back, which I think was pretty silly. But I guess that was corrected, and they gave the resources to everybody. Completed bits today and pulled 2 Elsa Bloodstones out of 4 6-stars. Whoa, worth a rank 2? I don't know. Maybe. Probably worth rank 2. Question is, would that be worth higher? I mean, I still don't know much about Elsa. That's kind of cool, though. I mean, it's certainly better than duping some totally useless 6-star out of that. I think she's actually like pretty decent from the little bit that I did play with her. She's a decent defender at the very least. If you have completed Act 6 and got the rank up gems and stuff like that, I would say, yeah, worth one of those rank up gems for sure. If you're talking just with regular resources, I don't know if that would be the play or if someone else in your roster would be better. Hard to say. BG, when with the next crystal opening and account tour? Oh, dude, the account tour. Yeah, account tour is coming real soon. As far as crystal opening, I just opened a lot of crystals recently. So, probably a little while on the crystal opening. Although, I think I am close to a 6-star, so maybe just a teeny little 1 6-star crystal opening. Maybe I'll pick up some dungeon crystals just so the video is longer than 4 seconds, you know? But yeah. Evan sending over too. Evan, thank you very much. Saying just wrapped up my first official live stream. Cool, man. How'd it go? Any on first live streams, sometimes there's technical difficulties. I hope you didn't have any, but I am curious if it was a smooth stream and stuff, you know. Where are the spreadsheets? Oh man, yeah, I haven't really been using the spreadsheets a ton recently, huh? I gotta update those for the account tour. Also can do event quests legend run with Fury and Quake synergy, I've heard, at rank 5. I can maybe see that. It's interesting. She'd be able to get openings very reliably. Her damage output, I don't think, is on the level of Corvus or Ghost, but then again, the content, you know, once you out-level it enough, just getting openings quick is half the battle, and she could probably do that better than someone like Corvus. Went well. My sound dropped twice. Had to unplug tablet and plug it back in. Okay. Alright. Yeah, the technical difficulties. Possible to avoid, but that's cool, man. If that was the only issues that you had. This is very underrated, especially in the skill class. Yeah, you're probably right. We were just talking about skill champions, and she probably is underrated. BG, is Hela or Angela worth rank 4, both unduped 5 stars? In my opinion, I don't think either of them are worth rank 4. If I was going to rank up any or either of those two, I'd go with Angela, but I personally don't value those champions too highly, so. Perhaps you need a spreadsheet to organize your spreadsheets. Oh man, you might be right. I think there'll be a compensation like there was with Intel with gold coins. For what? For the servers going down a bit yesterday? I don't think so. They weren't down for that long, were they? Like the maintenance was long, but that was a kind of planned thing. They gave warnings about that. Was it down for like an hour? The emergency maintenance or something like that. Probably not going to be compensation for that, but you never know. Kabam's weird with it sometimes. Sometimes you think like, ooh man, this was kind of an issue. They'll probably try to correct this, probably try to get some compensation, and then they don't. And then something that's, in my opinion, more minor, like what yesterday was, or was it the day before even? Whatever. To me, that stuff is always kind of minor. Maybe not if it's like at the end of an alliance war. We have had those things where servers go down. It's the end of war. People can't log in for, like, you know, to finish out the war. That's pretty rough. But at the same time, it's not like they do it on purpose. BG, who should I rank for? Gwenpool, duped, or Ghost, unduped? Both 5 stars. If you're good with Ghost, then I recommend Ghost. Or if you're comfortable with her. Some people don't like her playstyle, but I think she's the strongest champion in the entire game. Even unawakened, I think she is incredibly powerful. A 4-star Corvus Glaive. Is that worth rank 3, BG? Absolutely. Corvus Glaive is worth all the ranks. BG, is Killmonger worth a rank 3 or possibly 4 unduped? And also, is Luke Cage any good? We'll start with Luke Cage. Luke Cage is pretty solid, yeah. He doesn't need to be awakened. You probably want to do more light attacks than mediums. Which, I mean, I guess the regular combos already do that. But, I mean, like, you know, medium and then 4 light attacks rather than medium, light, medium. Just because he puts debuffs on the opponents with the light attacks, so the more of those you can get in, the better. And that will ramp up his damage. He's got decent survivability, bleed immunity. He even has a bit of power control. The debuffs that you apply for the opponents that naturally gain power, like Symbiote Supreme, if you can stack enough debuffs, you can even reverse that. So, pretty solid champion. He's not quite on the level of like some of the top champions of the game, of course, but yeah, he's pretty good. As far as Killmonger goes, he's still a champion that I have not played a ton of. So I don't know what's the right call for, like, if you have other champions that you would consider ranking and stuff like that. Whoa, game froze. Holy moly, that was a big freeze. I don't know if you have other champions that you're considering ranking, you know, and it may be better to go with one of those rather than an unawakened Killmonger. I don't know, some people have said some really positive things about Killmonger, and other people don't seem to have as good of an experience. A little bit hard to say. If I had to say, I would say he's probably worth it. It just depends. He's not like one of those automatic, oh, you got Killmonger and he's not even awakened. Oh, yeah, rank him up. It's probably not like that. It's probably like, you know, looking at the rest of your roster, seeing if it makes sense to rank him up. If you have Void especially, the synergy that Killmonger has to allow Void to heal is crazy strong. But if you don't have Void, then that of course hurts the overall worth of Killmonger a little bit. Hennebed, just want to stop by quick to show my thanks and appreciation. Night, BG. Alright, Evan, have a good night, dude. Thank you again. B. Daniels, what's up, man? B. Daniels, handing over a buck. Where you at? Last thing, BG, you said other day you don't want to slap people while they're driving, but you've slapped me several times. What gives? This is true. But be Daniels. It's not something that I want to do. It's something that I must do. Oh, man. Something that I cannot help but to do. Thank you for the buck. I'll probably do it again. BG, guess what I get to do in the morning? You said shovel 5 tons of gravel and spread it across my front yard, right? Well, congrats, you were correct, my good sir. And choose a number between 1 and 3 for your prize. I'll go with 2. I'm excited. What's the prize? Do I get to help you? That'd be awesome. Who should I rank 3? Omega Red, Aegon, or Corvus Glaive? I can't decide who to rank 3, BG. I need more information. Are these champions awakened? Are we talking about 5 stars, 4 stars? What are we talking here? If they're not awakened, then Corvus would be the answer. The other two need their awaken ability a lot more than Corvus needs his. Aegon is useless without it, essentially. I also don't know what masteries you like to run. Hey, we might even be talking about 6 stars here, since 6 stars can now be rank 3. And if we are talking about high level, then I also don't know what areas of the game you're working on, things like that. If we're talking low level, then it doesn't matter as much because you don't need specific counters, but there's not much info there for me to go by. Killmonger is a noodle. His damage is good with dot. 3 verb, nothing wrong with Killmonger. He gains some damage when he's awakened, though, right? Maybe that's why they're saying it. He does. I know. I mean, he's not anywhere near the power, even fully awakened and all that. I know his damage output isn't nearly as high as a lot of other characters. Like, I remember seeing Killmonger used for I think people tried using him for like Medusa bosses and timed out or something like that in Alliance War. I believe. I hope I'm not misremembering, but pretty sure I remember seeing that before people started countering Medusa with like Corvus or some other champs. Man, I kind of forgot about that until just now. Medusa used to be the boss in Alliance War all the time. She was a really common boss. Hello, sir. I'm here. Doc McShotty. What's up, dude? Should finish uncollected event quest. Have a 6-star crystal by the end of the stream. Who am I going to get? Decide my fate, sir. Doc McShotty. I'm thinking Doom, dude. I see Doom in your future. And I'm not talking about anything other than Victor Von Doom popping out of a crystal. Like he's a stripper at your birthday, man. PG, you think they won't release some champs like Hype Magic Blade, etc. as 6 stars? Hard to say. With 6 stars, it feels like they're including everybody. They already included the strongest champions in the game, so in my opinion, they should not have done that. In my opinion, it should have been a much more limited pool of champions. And then maybe slowly expanded over time, which technically 6 stars have been out for a while, so you could say that they already did expand it slowly over time, but I'm talking about like expanded without half the champs in the game, expanded by expanding it with new champions, leaving out the likes of you know, Corvus and Ghost and Omega Red and all the usual super powers of the contest. Used to take Medusa bosses with Void. Good times. Oh man, Void against Medusa bosses. I don't think I ever tried that. Gee, should I apply to work for Kabam? They have an opening in my field. Jordan, if you want, man. It's kind of up to you. But Daniel's sent over 2 saying last 2. Okay. Let me see here. I remember Lags using Killmonger in the old war map on Path 5, I think, for several wars. And also never let BG pick your 6-star. Hey, man. It's always good intentions, okay? Did Lags use him for Path 5? What fight did he use for Path 5? I know a lot of people use Killmonger for Path 6. And I would have used him too, except I just didn't have him. Trying to imagine what fight was used on Path 5. I remember Killmonger was always placed on that path too, of course, because Note 29. Ghost stronger than Scarlet Witch? Oh yeah. Ghost is, in my opinion, leagues ahead of Scarlet Witch. They're not even. You know, I don't do the whole tier list thing, but if I were making a tier list, they would not be on the same tier. Ghost would be 1 or 2 notches above Scarlet Witch. I'm talking about pre-nerf Scarlet Witch even. Yeah. Ghost is completely on another level than any champion in the game, in my opinion. But yeah, especially the post 12.0 Scarlet Witch. I think if she was brought back as a 5 or a 6-star, people would be excited. People would rank her, because they have fun with that champion. Because Scarlet Witch is fun, of course, having all those random effects and really high damage output when you get those, like, the Fury buffs and stuff. But I don't think people would use her that much. I think it'd be one of those for fun type of rank ups that people would use sometimes, but not that much. But Daniel sent over another bug saying, I'm pretty sure, or it might have been magic for Killmonger in Path 5, been a while. A lot of people did use magic for Killmonger. That wouldn't have been Lags though, because Lags didn't have a magic ranked up at that time, at least. But yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right that he did use Killmonger, if only briefly. Because I don't remember him using Killmonger a lot, but I do remember him ranking up Killmonger. Maybe his Killmonger got put on defense. I don't know. Man, it feels like the old Alliance War map was so long ago at this point, you know? Are you only going to play MCOC or move to any other games in future? I mean, I'm not going to be playing MCOC for the rest of my life, but right now I'm still enjoying MCOC more than any other game, so yeah, it's gonna be MCOC for the foreseeable future. When MROC comes out, I'm gonna try that game. No promises that I'll like it, but I'm gonna at least try it. And yeah, we'll see what happens with that. I'm not sure, but I think I might quit MCOC because I'm on Act 4.1.5 and it's tough. It does get pretty tough, but Diane, just keep in mind this game. It's kind of meant to slow you down. The story content there, it's kind of intentional that you hit these points in the game where it's just like, ah, there's no way I can do this, and then you kind of just have to give it time. Continue doing the parts of the game that you can do, and you know, eventually your roster will grow, You'll get newer, stronger, higher ranked champions, and then you go back to that content and be able to power through it. But it is a tough game. Definitely not for everybody, but yeah, don't get discouraged. Whether you want to keep playing or not, of course, that's up to you. But whatever you do, try not to get discouraged because everybody gets stuck at times. Kevin Womack sent an over 5. Kevin, thank you very much. Saying Killmonger and Void were the champs of choice for Medusa bosses until SS came to the contest, and that was the end of Medusa bosses. Yeah, you're probably right. She did have something to do with it, but or wait, I said she. SS is a he. Sorcerer Supreme, right? But I will say this, in my alliance, and from what I saw at least, more people were using Corvus and Morningstar, actually, to take down Medusa bosses. Sim Supreme was definitely used as well. But I think, like, that was right around the time where Corvus really started getting popular. Because when Corvus first came out, people totally underestimated him. Like myself included, I thought he was garbage. I was like, dude, you have 20 charges and that's it? You know, like using him against Winter Soldier, like what? You can't even do good damage. Not realizing just how crazy his ramp up is, and especially when you find other ways to inflate his attack. Because he gets more out of the boosts than most other champions in the game. So once everybody realized that stuff, people would just get like 2 charges on the map with Corvus, and then use him to just roll over Medusa with a cosmic boost. But I do remember Morningstar being used quite a bit as well. If people were able to build her up, at least. But we had 2 people in my alliance. Cade. Actually, we had 3. Cade, Dreamin, and Nick. Although Nick eventually went to play mostly Ghost. But he was like a Morningstar player for a bit. But Daniel sent over another 2 saying tweet. Okay. Let me see. What we got? I guess I was wrong, but he did like him. What do we have here? Alliance War Path 5, Symbiote Supreme versus Node 29, Killmonger. I do remember that. Killmonger mini boss. Max and Killmonger 30k bleeds. OMG. Killmonger Awaken rank 4. Node 29 Killmonger. Wait. Versus Omega Red? I think this is the other way around, right? Well, I guess the way he's wording it here. Never mind. But yeah. He probably had his Killmonger on defense, because as a defender he was so good. Okay, I'm just gonna free my champs out of here, even though I don't really need to. But let's do that. BGE, would you awaken Hype or Corvus? They're both very much so worth awakening, and I would say probably depends on the masteries that you like to run. If you run Suicides, awaken Corvus. If you don't run Suicides, I'm probably going to play in Hyperion more, and awakening Hyperion is probably better. Hey, 60 units for 4 regular arena crystals. Nice, man. BG, I sat down for 15 minutes to redo the math, and I'll make it to 15k by July 4th. Nice, man. Counted 14,975, and I didn't even plug in 22-hour and 3-day events. I'm so excited now. I can't wait. All right, sweet, dude. 5-star Tech Awakening Gem, Stark Spider-Man, Warlock, or Star-Lord. Thoughts? I would not give it to Star-Lord at this point. I feel like the other champions are better. Not saying Star-Lord's useless, but I just think the other champions are better. Stark Spidey is going to benefit more than Warlock is. It does depend a bit on who you find yourself using more, though. If you... Like, even though I think Stark Spidey's going to benefit more than Warlock, if you use Warlock a lot, then just give it to Warlock. But if you're using both of them, then probably want to give it to Stark Spidey. The attack that he gains, or not the attack, the crit that he gains to help his attack is actually really strong. He gains when above 50% health at least. He goes from, I don't remember. I think he has maybe somewhere around like 36% crit with base crit rating and masteries. And at 10 poise charges, that goes all the way up to like 63, 65%, something like that. Like it goes, it really adds a lot of damage to him. My account has changed a lot because for the first time, there's been an Awakening Gem in an event that I haven't cared in the slightest about. Dude, that is... You're right, man. That is a telltale sign that you've progressed a lot. This is definitely not my first event where I don't care about an Awakening Gem. So yeah, like I know what you mean. Like, I mean, you know, I still care about Awakening Gems. Shouldn't say it like that. Like if I got an Awakening Gem out of the Rifts in the last event, I'd be stoked. Cause yeah, there's always more champions that you can awaken. But I'm not gonna spend all those coins getting the 5-star Awakening Gem, and I'm guessing that's what you're talking about, right? Like, you just rather pick up other things with that currency. I think the biggest problem for Quake is still bleed, poison, shock, etc. lanes. Yeah, definitely. That's right there. Like, that is the number one reason why I say Ghost is stronger when it comes to the argument of like Quake versus Ghost, which doesn't, you know, it's an argument that doesn't really matter anyway. They're both amazingly strong. But anyway, PG became Cavalier yesterday. The shards in the rewards put me over 10k. Then you got Dr. Doom from the Crystal. Nice. Plus, a few days prior, I pulled Namor from a 5-star Crystal. It's been a great few days. Dang, dude, yeah. Killing it. Nice. Same here, but choosing an Awakening Gem over Tier 2 Alpha just wasn't happening for me. Yeah. Yep. BG, Guillotine 2099, rank 4. Other options, Hulkbuster or Ultron. Probably Guillotine 2099. I wouldn't go with Ultron. Hulkbuster is interesting because he's getting buffed. And depending on where you're at in the game, if you need to do Variant 2 and Variant 3 still, then Hulkbuster could actually be better to rank up than Guillotine, potentially. If you've already done those things, then I probably still would go with Guillotine. Try this Hype team. Hype, Mr. F, Massacre, Black Widow, OG, and Quake. I'm not really a fan of the Mr. Fantastic synergy with Hype. I don't think it's worth the slots. It doesn't extend the duration of all of Hyperion's buffs. It's just one, like, unique buff. So if you have 10 Furies... First off, if you have 10 Furies, no one's surviving. But if you have 10 Furies, it just extends the duration of one of them every time you hit. Feels kind of weak to me. Of course, it extends his other buffs too, but I don't think there's any world in which that is better than the Cap Beardo synergy, just to increase all buffs by 25%. Use the chronometer thing to get a science one I was missing in case I want to awaken Beardo at some point. Okay. BG, rank 5 Wasp or She-Hulk? Depends a bit. I think overall, if I could only have one of those champions, I'd rather be She-Hulk than Wasp at rank 5. But if you have Ghost and you're an avid Ghost user, then I would say that bumps up Wasp's value tremendously. And I'd probably would go with Wasp in that situation, since you're likely going to be using the two together a lot. But just as standalone champions, I like the utility that She-Hulk brings to the table. Agreed 1000% there. And again, I'm fine with Global Armor Break and True Strike and Alliance War. Yeah, man, they should add those things to Alliance War. Rip Quake, rip Ghost. BG, who would you rank for Incursions Tournament? Rank 2 Sorcerer Supreme Unawakened, or 5-star Quake, or a Morningstar to rank 5? Not great at Dex Quake, but good at parry style. I don't know how good Quake is. Well, that's not true. I was going to say I don't know how good Quake is for the Incursions, because of she doesn't benefit as much from some of the scaling in there, but she's still good, right? But I probably still would go with someone else. B. Daniels. I don't know. I don't have experience with Sorcerer Supreme. I feel like Sorcerer Supreme could be good. I know Morningstar is good though. I'd probably test them. You've got time before the tournament starts, right? I think. Test them, even just test them as 4 stars, just to get an idea. This way you don't have to put them on cooldown or something like that, or as long a cooldown, so you could have like multiple tests. If it's a tournament, you got and you want like the best competitive edge you can get, gotta put in the work. If I had to guess though, I would. If I had to guess, I'd probably say Morningstar. Oh man, I don't know. I actually don't know. As I say it, like I'm thinking about the other options, and that's tough, man. That is tough. I'm really interested to see how Sorcerer Supreme would do in Incursions. She could do really well, potentially. Like, she has a lot of non-damaging debuffs, right? Armor break and slow. Of course, she can heal, and when the attack values get crazy, you know, the perfect block from Morningstar is amazing, but you're also able to heal back a lot of the damage that you're taking with Sorcerer Supreme. So, man, I don't know. BG, you should watch Smallville. This is the Superman show, right? Show about Superman. Okay, yeah. Before he became Superman, it's a really good show, even though it came out 19 years ago, before I was even born. I had a friend who was super into Superman. Guy I used to work with. And he talked about that show all the time. But I don't know, man. I don't think it's the show for me. I'm not that into TV shows and movies that much in general. So yeah, I'm sure it's a good show because like I used to talk about it all the time. Like I said, I mean he was really into all things like superhero related. He used to play well, you might not know of this game. I'm not sure, since you're saying that show came out before you were born. There was an MMO game called City of Heroes, I think was the name of it, where you essentially got to make your own superhero and play as a superhero in an open world environment. And yeah, he used to play that game all the time, and he liked pretty much anything superhero related. All right, EZ sent it over 150. EZ, thank you very much, dude. Saying, BG, read my question about pie. Question about pie. Hey, BG, time for a food question. What is your favorite pie? Mine is pumpkin. I gotta be honest, I don't really eat too much pie. If I had to pick one, I'd probably say either blueberry or cherry. Which one? If I had to pick one of those two, though. I'd probably say cherry. With blueberries like a close second, but yeah, man, I couldn't even tell you the last time I had a piece of pie. We're talking many years. First off, I haven't even had like a I mean, a lot of holiday dinners like I'm just not even part of anymore since I'm so far away from my family. So like I haven't had a Thanksgiving dinner with family in a few years. Even when I was having Thanksgiving dinner with family, though, I didn't have any pie. I still see my family for Christmas though, and they probably have some kind of pie with the dessert, but I usually don't have any of that. So yeah, I don't even know, man. Last time I had a piece of pie, we're talking probably a minimum of like 5 years, but possibly longer than that. So, B. Daniels sent you over a book. And yeah, and Psychic Thorns heal Sorcerer up. Great with special 1. Psychic Thorns? Is there Psychic Thorns in Incursions? I don't know if I've seen that note in the Incursions. Psychic Thorns heal Sorcerer up. Great with special 1. Heal on block. Pretty much permanent slow. So very useful. Yeah, I mean she's an amazing champion. No question about that. I was trying to think specifically about the Incursions though, because like slow is really powerful in this game when you need it, but in the Incursions that's usually not what kills you. You know, someone going unstoppable usually not what kills you. Sometimes it is, but I would say more often than not it's just, I don't know, some other ridiculous combination of nodes. Or just being overwhelmed by the amount of damage since the attack goes up so high, and trying to heal that up and stuff. What's really nice about Sorcerer Supreme, this is probably the #1 thing about her in the Incursions. Because the attack values go so high, having a champion where you don't need to block or parry any hits to get openings is huge. So if you are using a champion that naturally gains power, and you can kind of dance your way and attack into their block and just wait till you have power and things like that, that probably helps out so much. Not to mention in the Incursions, what node is gives you a buff when you have non-damaging debuffs? I can't remember the name of it, and I can't remember exactly what it does. I think it gives you Fury, though. Is it Tide of Combat? Is that the one? Where it's like a 50% chance to give you a Fury for inflicting non-damaging debuff or something. So if you're pumping out slows and armor breaks and stuff like that, her attack might also go up pretty high. And if the opponent has a huge negative armor break on them, increasing her attack is going to go a long, long way. J Money, send it over, Buck. J Money, thank you, man. Brian, should I use my 4 to 5 science gem on Torch or wait for Void? Torch already awakened, and I have a gem for Void. I have Quake at rank 4 too, but this Quake, don't use her. Also run full suicides. Torch is a great champion to have. I would just go with Torch. It'd be tougher to say if you had both like Torch and Void. But reality is, you don't know when you're going to pull Void. And by the time you do pull them, you'll probably get some more rank up resources, or you'll be close to getting them, and you'll be able to rank up Void later on. Torch is a really good option for certain endgame fights. Very powerful tool for anybody to have. Helpful in the Abyss, helpful in the in Act 6. Oh god, I'm getting wrecked over here. Stupid passive AI. Kind of forgot. Block damage and incursion is insane. Yeah, I mean when it gets to the higher levels for sure. It's like Thorns and Incursions. If you get a chance while streaming's run with Lizer a few days ago, it was eye-opening, and the heal on block in room 9 or so to Venom Special 2 was crazy. Really? I wonder if they just added Psychic Thorns to Incursions, because I don't think I've come across it yet, although I'm not totally sure. Maybe I just don't remember. Maybe I had a good option, or maybe we just shut that node down. I don't remember. Oh, but yeah, you sent over another 2. I was just reading your message. Thank you, though, man. Oh, wait, actually, there was a different one. Yeah, block damage does get crazy, but why she is so great, she just heals it back. I think I'm talking to myself. I think I'm talking myself into just... to a ranking her, I'm guessing? Is that... said I think I'm talking myself into her just talking to... Oh, never mind. No, I misread. Oh, crap. I totally misread it at the first time. I thought it was a typo because I read it wrong at first. And I'm like, never mind. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, too. I don't know which one's better in the incursions. But I can tell you which one I have more fun with. And I can tell you which one that I much rather have ranked up. And the answer is Sorcerer Supreme. Like, there's no way for me to know, like, who the strongest champions in 2020 are unless I play with all of them for extended amounts of time, all at rank 5 and all that stuff. But I have an idea from getting to test out these champions in the content creator program. I have at least some kind of an idea. And I would say Sorcerer Supreme, she's either number 1 or number 2 of 2020. My favorite is Mojo, and she's my second favorite. But she might be stronger than Mojo even. Because, yeah, man, like... I don't know, she has a lot going for her. And being able to finish the fights with that full yellow bar without coming in contact with the opponent, I mean, come on. That's some strong stuff right there. I'd love to play her in the incursions. Part of me wishes that I did go for her in the arena. Like, I mean, I was setting up to go for her. She just went a little too high for my liking. But part of me wishes that I still went for her and just said, screw it, I'll use units to refresh. But I didn't. So yeah, hopefully I can get her in the future. She's not in the incursion crystals yet, right? Probably too early for that. She'll probably be in like the next batch. Let me just double check here. Okay. Not in that one. Not in that one. Just doing a quick scan. Yeah, I don't see her in any of these, so okay. When does she... Like, Longshot was just added, right? Hey, you know what? We could just check Aunt May. I want to see when I was going to try to figure out when she's getting added to the basic. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, we still have a... Oh, no. Oh, yeah, okay. Wait. This is no, yeah, okay. This is when she gets added to the basic, not her basic arena, right? Dude, I'm losing it, man. I'm starting to lose it. This is what happens when you play too much MCOC, guys. I'm starting to lose it. But okay, I think she's added to the basic in a little over a month, so we still have some time on it. But yeah, kind of tempted to save my crystals for when she gets added. Hold on. I don't think it's worth waiting on the 6-star. Because, yeah, we still have 90 freaking days. So, yeah, alright, I won't do that. But, man, it'd be sick to get her. It'd be really sick to get her when she's, added to the 6-star pool. Because she doesn't need to be awakened. Hold on, let's go look at her awakened ability again real quick. I remember what it does, but I can't remember exactly how powerful it is. Whoops. Alright, so some ability accuracy, which I don't care that much about. And then potency of blessings is increased by 5 to 33%. Her blessings... I remember her... or at least I don't think her blessings are that strong, are they? Oh, wait a minute. It even includes, like, the perfect block chance, doesn't it? The attack rating, increased crit damage rating. That's kind of nice. The additional power steel. I mean, this was my favorite one of hers. The power steel. I guess it's kind of good for the power steel of it. Oh well. She doesn't need to be awakened. God, my face is so red with this stupid thing. I need to fix this. I'm going to play around with this tonight. See if I could fix it. For now, I'm going to reset the colors of my stream here. It's just so crazy bright red sometimes. Okay, anyway. Hello, try this team. Blade, Sparky, Dormammu, Ghost Rider, and Void. You want me to try that team? I mean, I'm not really doing any content at the moment. If it makes sense to use that for a quest I'm doing, I will, but For the time being, I'm just playing the arena. BG, you think Kabam will release the roadmap tomorrow or Friday or next week? I don't know. I'm starting to get a bit... Oh, I just put Omega Red versus Robot, didn't I? I'm starting to get a bit antsy on it myself, man. I think everybody wants to know what's going on with the game in the future and stuff like that. So the sooner the better, of course. But at the same time, I know they're working hard on it. Because, well, every day that it's not posted, they're losing money, essentially. So I know they're working hard on it. This is the type of game where, I mean, many of us have been playing this game for years. And I think it's okay if they take their time with posting the roadmap. Like, if they're really making big changes to what's coming in the future and it's taking time to figure out and evaluate all the feedback and make the right decisions and stuff like that, then I think it's alright if they take the time with it. But if I had to guess, if it was going to be in the next couple days, I would say probably not. I would say maybe next week, but I don't think it's going to be in the next couple days. I would hope that they wouldn't release it on a Friday. I'd really hope that they would release it earlier in the week. This way, if people have questions, then people are around to answer them and stuff like that. I'm getting excited about it, though. Just thinking about it, like, because I've said it before, man. Like, Patch Note Day is like Christmas for me, man. It's like unwrapping a present. I'm really excited to see what kind of changes are going to be coming. Awakening ability is useful for Domino, Assassins, and any situation where you lose ability accuracy, which can happen in certain areas. Combined with increasing her blessings, I deemed worthy of my 6 stones. Okay. I could see that code. Just you had me at Domino. Domino is such a pain that anything you can do to make that Domino fight better. Yeah. She's cool enough. I mean, me personally, I think I like Mojo enough that I'd probably give it to Mojo just because I like him. But realistically, Sorcerer Supreme might be a more useful champion. But what was I gonna say? Like, of course, I think they're both strong. And whether it's like the strongest awaken ability or not, if you're using a champion, I mean, it's just like Warlock. I don't see Warlock's awaken ability as being like super game changing. He's probably fine without being awakened for most situations, right? But if you're using Warlock a lot, well, might as well get the benefits of the awaken ability out of him. So I could easily see if you're playing Sorcerer Supreme, it being worth it. CCP member, the Otrix Discord said it was going to take possibly until July. I mean, nobody knows. The Kabam hasn't given any info in the CCP, other than they're working on it. So, you can't go by what anybody said. Hoping they announce they are deleting Ghost, Quake, and Corvus from the game files. Then we'd have a real game again. Carl. Well, I know that would piss off many people. I agree. I agree, dude. I want some crazy changes to take place. I'll tell you right now, I am excited for whatever changes are going to come. but just knowing how I feel compared to how most people feel, I'm probably gonna be at least somewhat disappointed when I don't see the words rebalance next to certain champions. because I don't think they're gonna. Obviously, they're trying to make people happy, right? So I don't think they're gonna announce nerfs. I don't think that's gonna be part of the roadmap. But that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. So I'll be slightly disappointed no matter what, but I'm still excited to see the things that I'll be excited for. Hoping there's some mention of some end game modes, like Alliance War. That's probably what I'm most excited about, to see, like, clearly, like, some people like war, but clearly a lot of people do not like war, and I feel like it's the number of people disliking war has only gone up over time. The number of alliances that used to be like, okay, we're not focused on war, but we still kind of try, to alliances that are just like, okay, we don't really play war anymore. like, dude, I've seen so many alliances that are like, okay, yeah, we do only care about Alliance Quest. It's gone up like crazy for those alliances. So I'm excited to see if there's mention of Alliance War. But we'll see. We need Mystic Spidey added to the game. Dude, I'm sure at some point they'll add another Spidey. But they already have... how many Spideys are in the game right now? OG Spidey, Miles Morales, Stark Spidey, Stealth Spidey, Cosmic Spidey. I almost had them in order. I forgot about Cosmic Spidey for a second there. That's a lot of Spideys. But I'm sure there'll be more. Daniels sending over to you saying, tweet, it's 7 seconds of Dreamin' Run, so up to you. I mean, I don't think Dreamin' would mind, but I can't play audio. Just the heal back on dude. I mean, this is B Daniels. Like, this is cool and all, but have you seen the videos of taking Sorcerer Supreme against, like, the champion boss in 6.2.6? That the amount of healing off of that Venom, dude, that's only scratching the surface. That's tiny. That's nothing. She only lost like 15% blocking or something like that and gained it back. She's capable of healing much, much, much more than that. That ability is super strong, dude. Oh, God. This got destroyed a little bit. I think... there was a few people, when Sorcerer Supreme came out, there was a few people that took her against the champion boss. I'm pretty sure Legacy was one of them. I can't remember which video was like the most impressive of like, whoa, that's a lot of healing. But I'm pretty sure if you check that video out, you'll probably see more of what I'm talking about. Ability is strong. Can I get a roadmap for this tangent so I know when it ends? It's the rainbow road of road maps when we're talking about tangents, man. It's a long one. BG, which one to rank up? Both 6-star and Awakened, Mojo or Omega Red? I don't know if you want to rank up either of those, man. If you're gonna rank up one, it'd be Omega Red. But sounds like you're kind of forcing it, dude. Both those champions they gain a lot from their Awaken abilities. Mojo gains 2 to 3 times his base attack, and Omega Red gains a lot of damage from his spores. And you take those things away, and both champions feel a bit meh. So there's probably a 5-star champion out there that you could rank up and get better results than those 6 stars. You can rank those guys up later, you know? Yeah, I'm just saying Venom Special 2 is annoying, and yeah, I'm selling myself Art Sorcerer now. Okay, so you have seen it, yeah. Yeah, man, she's super cool. Tangents are the reason to watch the stream. Yeah, tell him, Carl. I guess he takes everyone against the champion boss. That's true, he does. It's an interesting fight. For me, I know this is a little bit of an unpopular opinion, but for me, the champion boss fight is my second favorite fight in the entire game. Only second to the Grand Master. Dang, dude, I shouldn't have mentioned Grand Master, because now I want to fight the Grand Master again. But I can't right now. Damn it. Gee, what do you get? Out of... Are you saying for hitting top, like the #1 spot in the arenas? There's a special title in the featured arenas, at least the 4-star and 5-star featured arenas. There's a special title that starts out as Warbound, and it actually upgrades over time. I think World Breaker is for if you get that title 50 times. I think that's the title, World Breaker, right? But yeah, it's just titles. Of course, they're, you know, you also win like the champion for it and stuff like that, but you get that. It's much, much easier to just be like top 100 versus top #1. It's like sometimes we'll take double, triple the amount of points to get the #1 spot. Budana sent over another 2. Saying last, first word is I. Oh, okay, I see. I might even rank 3 her before I rank Doom if I had both awakened. This is maybe even her unawakened. Whoa, as a 6-star, you saying? Hold on. You're getting ahead of yourself here a little bit. I've ranked her 3 her before I rank Doom if I had both awakened. We're talking 5 or 6-star here. Because, I don't know, she's really cool, but so is Doom. As much as I like Sorcerer Supreme, I feel like I would have to rank up Doom over her for general purpose stuff, at least. Of course, if we're talking 5 stars just because you want an incursion champion and you know you're going to get more 5-star materials later on, like, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Do whatever you want at this point, but do not underestimate Doom. Dude is a beast. We were talking about that in Dream and Stream. The first time I fought the champion, it was miserable. Once my roster was a little better, it was actually really fun. Not all content is meant to be cleared immediately. Yeah, yeah, you're definitely right. Some people don't like that fight no matter what. It's... I don't know. It's, I liked it right from the start, I gotta be honest. But I know some people who 100% that quest and think It's one of the worst boss fights ever designed, so it's just one of those fights that is kind of polarizing in how people feel about it. I know some people who liked it, but they just didn't like the no retreat node attached to it too. But yeah, I guess I just like that you had to master something before moving on. A lot of fights in this game, you make progress, and you slowly chip your way through. And if you one-shot the fight, awesome, you save yourself some resources. But even if you don't one-shot the fight, if you die 100 times, you're usually making some kind of progress, even if it's just slowly a few percentage points of health here and there. You know you kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel. But I like that you kind of, you have to master certain techniques to get through it. That said, if given the option, I would still nerf the fight. I would actually nerf the fight, and I'm still a big fan of, like, dude, I want the fight to be easier and harder at the same time. I want it to be easier for, like, the general clearing of the act, and even harder for the people that want a challenge mode version of the fight. Because I like challenge mode content. I'll get bored, like... The way it is right now, it's challenging enough that I'm not bored. But clearly, if it's like making people quit the game, and even a year after it came out, people still don't really want to do that fight, then clearly it is a little overtuned. So, should probably be toned down a little bit. But that's why I need the challenge modes in the game too, so that don't get bored. Wait. Doom is 200? Hold on. We need a 10-minute limit per tangent at least. Yeah. Fourth isn't that far away, and have rank 5 Doom. Okay. Okay. Alright. Let's keep it going. Hey BG, how's it going? It's going well, man. Hope you're doing well too. Anyone's internet down? Mine's not, otherwise I wouldn't be here. Over 10 minutes, Baldy. Next tangent already. Alright. Tangent timer. What's up, BG? I've been grinding, and I'm at 13k units. Any speculation on fourth deals you can enlighten me with? Any speculation is just that, man. It's pure speculation. There's no way to know. I almost think, like, the more that you, like, just let it happen. Try not to think about it, because the more you think about the deals, at least this is what I've noticed from other people, the more people think about the deals, their imaginations run totally wild, and it's like, okay, 4th of July, it's going to be generic 6-star Awakening Gem, a pick, you get to pick which tier 5 class catalyst you get. There's a 7-star crystal just because, I'm sure it's going to be good. I'm sure it's going to be the best deal we've seen in 2020. I'm absolutely positive of that. But we don't know what it's going to look like. The only thing I could really speculate on with some kind of accuracy is that I think it's going to follow the same format, because it seems like a pretty successful format. I don't imagine them finding a way to improve on it. Could be wrong. There's always ways to improve everything, but the format seems to be pretty well liked by everybody, where if you're buying units, you still get units, but you get a bonus along with the units for what you buy. And then for the unit part of the deals, it'll probably total 15K, with the final package being like a choose your own kind of package between two. And then they'll probably do like the bonus offer thing that they did after Cyber Monday. I guess that is a way for them to add to it. That was kind of new, but I'd imagine they'd probably do it. They'd probably split the final package between a 6-star Awakening gem and some sort of tier 5 catalyst. I don't know if it'd be a full one or not, but yeah, I'd imagine like those would be the two big ticket items. Special events used to be challenge mode type content like celebrity challenges and the maze. Sort of. I would say the maze more so than the celebrity ones. From my own experience, at least, the maze, it felt like it was difficult, and it felt like it was challenge content for kind of everyone in the game, whereas the celebrity challenges was kind of like challenging, but maybe the bar not quite as high. And I remember some of the later celebrity events, you really didn't need that developed of a roster at all. They might have tested your skill a bit, but like you could easily overpower it is what I mean, you know? I remember the one, I think it was the Spider-Verse one. I remember actually being really disappointed. I remember making a video and I uploaded it and I deleted it because I was afraid I was coming off in the wrong way. But I remember being disappointed by it because you know, back then there wasn't that much there wasn't a ton of challenging content in the game, period, outside of Labyrinth of Legends. There were no variant difficulties. Act 6 was nowhere in sight. They were working on Act 5 and stuff. And I remember using 2-star champions to take out some of the fights on like the hardest difficulty. Like I cleared an entire path with 2 stars, I think I remember, or something like that. And of course, you know, they got more difficult as it went on, but it was just like, I don't know, it was like just steamrolling it with high level champs. The maze was definitely a challenge mode type of content, though. But like reward-wise, I guess too, for challenge mode stuff, I'd rather that be something different than rank and materials, I guess. It's tough because you know, it's always tough to come up with rewards that don't like split the community, kind of thing. Split the player base, because there's always going to be content where some people do it and some people don't. And I don't think that's a bad thing that the players who are doing the content, they should be rewarded for it. But at the same time, it'd be nice if there was a little bit closer between the players doing something and players not doing something, while still having it be rewarding. I don't know. Anyway, this is all big like waste of breath, I guess, because as far as we know, there is no optional challenge level difficulty content coming. I'm still hoping to see that part of the roadmap, but yeah, for now it's just a hope. Remember the Quest BG? Every fight had life transfer, made it super easy. Yeah. They had life transfer. Yeah, I forgot about that, but yeah. Exclusive champs would be good rewards for challenge mode events? Yes. You're right. That would be a good reward. Whoa, BG, choose your package, eh? Yeah, man. Forgot to hoard units, so now I have 150. How many can I get before July 4th? Oh, man. If you grind out every single arena, you could probably still... You could probably still get around 8 to 10,000 units if you're really hardcore when it comes to grinding. But yeah, 15k would be... That'd be a stretch. Unless you played 16 hours a day, 15k is probably not happening. Might have to supplement if you want to get the largest bundles. B. Daniels, sending another 2 saying second last and then I'm done. Okay, second last. Just saying it'd be tough if I had both Awaken. Either way, only one tier 5 class Callus. Okay, yeah. I mean, I can see that. They're both really cool. I would probably go with Joom. That's my gut between the two, but I would be thinking about it too. It wouldn't be an automatic choice. BG Champion is one of the worst fights ever designed. See? Like I said, some people I know really hate that fight. What I really dislike about that fight is nothing prepares you for it. In general, triggering dexterity is bad for many nodes. Look at Red Guardian. I don't know. I would argue that triggering dexterity is better for a lot more fights than it is a bad thing. There's the entire game that kind of prepares you to dex specials and stuff like that. So I disagree with that. But I get it. I get why people don't like that fight. Venom the Duck pool. That would be the exclusive champ. Dude. I will go through any challenge needed. I don't care if I have to play the worst of the worst champions in the most difficult content imaginable. I would do it if there was a Venom the Duck pool. Imagine being a new player this day and age, not knowing how to counter all these champions. Dude, it's gotta be tough, man. Even I don't know how to counter all these champions. I've been playing the game for 4.5 years. So it's gotta be tough. They get opportunities to learn faster and they can grow their rosters faster, but yeah, it's overwhelming. Thinking about trying to evade specials from 170 something champions, you know. Usually, what is typically on offer for the 4th of July deals? Well, every year it changes a bit, but it's usually just a lot of shards, a lot of catalysts, awakening gems, sig stones, you know, just in varying amounts. It also depends on your title, your progression title. So normally when I'm talking about it, I'm thinking about if you have the Cavalier title. Just because that's what I have, so that's where my brain automatically goes to. But it is different based on your title. So if you guys are close to getting a title, if you guys are close to Uncollected or Cavalier, you've got time. You don't need to freak out and try to clear the content tonight. But I would recommend trying to do what you can to hit those titles this month. Got a good, you got a good 3 weeks to try to get it done. If it's too far out of reach, like, you also don't need to go crazy about it. Like, there's going to be other offers that come. It's not the end of the world if you don't get the next title. All right, I'm just saying, try to plan it out, and if it feels like a reasonable thing to achieve, then go for it. If it's too far away, don't worry about it. On the prestige list? On the prestige list? On the prestige list, what did I say about prestige? Or is that in... Or is that to someone else? Code, I don't remember what I said. if that's directed to me. Can we get a bean cooking tutorial, 100k sub special BG, followed by you staring seductively into the camera during big head cam while you eat the beans with your bare hands, asking for a friend. What friend are you asking this for, Hunter? Oh man. Did YouTube not send my chat prior to that? Hold on. Going back, your first message was the one about the awakened ability for Sorcerer Supreme, and then the second message is on the prestige list. So yeah, nope. You want top or live chat? There actually is no top chat anymore for me. It's in the... They don't even give an option in the new studio. It's just live chat. Does anyone... Wait, now I'm... This was happening like to a couple people recently. Does anyone see... You know what? I could probably check if I open it up in a different browser myself. Hold on. Yeah, even... Okay, good. So that's not the problem. Because I opened it up in a different browser, changed to live chat, and the message still isn't there. Still concerning, because the fact that some messages aren't going through is pretty crappy. But that's definitely not the issue, at least. Because if that was the issue, then there'd be no way for me to fix that at all, but... I don't know what the deal is of why certain messages don't go through. It's frustrating. Alright, let me see. Speaking of Venom the Duck, I know he regens, but how many other maxed out champs besides him do you have that have worse block proficiency than Cool Obsidian? Have you seen on Aunt May that you can sort by stats? Hold on. Speaking of Venom the Duck, I know he regens, but how many other maxed out champs besides him do you have that have worse block proficiency than Cool Obsidian? I don't know. I have no idea. Kind of curious. Let's do it this way. We can just look. Okay, these are all for Challenger rating 100. 56.6 block proficiency. He's got about average armor, but 56.6. Zero Frost Ninja sent over 2. Send last 2, please, good sir. Okay, give me 1 sec. Phoenix is higher. Mysterio's higher. Namor is higher. Thing... Wow, Thing has higher. I was actually surprised, because I know Thing is not good since he has lots of physical resistance and stuff. Voodoo's higher. Medusa is higher. Oh, I did this wrong. I should have looked, because I'm looking a rank down, right? So we need to look at Aunt May, actually. Alright, hold on. Zero Frost Ninja, let me see what your messages are. Okay, BG, if there's one thing I would change about the champion boss, I would just reduce the attack values so that one parried hit won't take off half your health on a champ with average block proficiency. This would probably make most of Act 6 enjoyable. I totally agree about the attack values thing. I think they're all, in Act 6, out of control. Maybe not so much... God, my face, so bright red. That's actually one of the reasons why I like 6.2, though, overall. I feel like the attack values in 6.2 are reasonable for where you're at in the game. And then 6.3 is just a huge, out-of-control spiral of death for 6.3 and 6.4. The champion himself, though, his attack values are super high because he also gains all those furies and stuff. I don't know what I would change about the fight, personally. I know I would change the fight a little bit in favor of the players, but I don't know exactly what I would change. I'd have to think about it. But okay, Coal Obsidian. 6-star, rank 2. Challenger rating 100. Okay, so 57.2 is what it would be if he was... Well, let's just look at a 5-star. Okay, yeah, 57.2. I thought it would be the same, but... Let's see. So, yeah, all these guys except for... What was thing again? Okay, so it's even with thing. Alright, Stark Spidey. Lower. So we have 1 and 1 tie with Cole. Fraggle Rock. Higher. I mean, we don't even need to look at Beardo. Morningstar. Higher. Void. Higher, of course. Corvus Glaive. I think it's 65. It is. Claire. Higher. Whoa, Claire actually has 66.1. I didn't realize that her block proficiency is a bit higher than average. It's kind of deceiving looking at these numbers. Now I'm shadow banned. Go to prestige. Wait, what? On Aunt May, go to prestige? Or faster way to do this? I mean, I guess this is faster. It's just... You know my memory's not good. My memory's not good, and I don't remember which ones I have at rank 5. Can only show 20 rows at a time, or 25. Where is Cole on the list? We didn't pass him already, do we? Well, I didn't sort... Oh, God. You guys are probably screaming at me right now. I didn't actually hit block proficiency. Whoops. Let's try this again. Well, he's below Omega Red, we know, so... Is Quake's block proficiency really that low? I guess because she gains it from her Awaken ability. But I thought hers was like 65. Did I mess this up again somehow? Alright, so here's Coal Obsidian at 136 on the list, but it's a tie, right? 'Cause I see Thing down here as well, so... this is block proficiency, so... Yeah, he's 136, but also tied with a bunch of people that are below. Or wait, I should say he's like 130... Yeah, he's tied with 134. Venom, tied with as well. Gladiator Hulk, I don't have ranked up, but honestly, I always wanted to rank him up. Mojo is going to be a rank 5 at some point. Of course, Thing we already said. Venom the Duck. And then we have the Spideys, of course. And that's it. Yeah. There's a few that are tied. Hit block, proficiency twice, a sword, ascending. I guess I should have done that. You're right. Whoops. Should have done that. Instead of going to the back of the list. BG, sad to say there is a duck pool. Is there? Is that what it's called? Instead of Venom the Duck Pool, just Duck Pool. Well, I would need the Venom version. I mean, I know it is a Venomized version, whatever, symbiote version, but I need to have it in the title. BG, who's the best Hyperion counter? Clara, Sim Supreme, or Doom? I think all three of those are decent counters. Probably Doom. I don't know. Okay, anyway, let's get out of here. Let's pop open a crystal or two. Watch as the dingus scrolls majestically. Almost ritualistically, he methodically Dude, these words are too big for me, man. Bloodstained Van, this is... I can't read these words. Methodically contemplates the stats of his next rank up. Oh, man. This is good. I'm already up to a little over 200k battle chips. So that was way too long, sad face. I was interested. BG, what synergy do you use for farming with hype besides the Cap Marvel? Sometimes I'll use that synergy along with the Black Bolt and Ronin synergy. I think though, when we tested it, I think it did feel better using the Quake and is it Hawkeye? It's not Black Widow, right? Quake and Hawkeye synergy. I think that's the one. The one that gives ability accuracy to everybody and not just Black Widow. So I guess Hawkeye, right? Yeah, I think having one of those I think when we tested it, I don't think I noticed much a difference from having that synergy again. So I think I liked the having one of the increased buff durations, and then one of the increased ability accuracy. Any advice for 5.1 for a free-to-play player? First off, there's no difference. So, as a free-to-play player, I can appreciate someone else also being free-to-play, but there is no difference when it comes to advice and stuff like that. It's just, you know, 5.1, it's certainly a step up from, you know, let's spin one more. It's certainly a step up from Act 4. So it might take some time to adjust to the nodes. Act 5 is when they really start hitting you with some nodes that kind of alter your playstyle. For Flare, the first quest that you'll find in there, I recommend using fewer synergies. You want to take in, like, because you're going to be taking damage pretty much no matter what from the Flare node, you want to take in a variety of class types and just a bunch of champions that you can spread the damage out with. If you have a champion that has a synergy that is also just a good champion, awesome, definitely use them still. Or if you have to squeeze in like one synergy, then okay, but try to have as many like actually attacking champions. Don't just rely on one champion for Flare. This way you can spread it out. And also, the degen in Act 5, it's class relation based. So when you have the class advantage, and pay attention to role reversal too, because that kind of reverses the class advantages. When you have the class advantage, you take less of the degen damage. The other kind of problem node, well, I shouldn't even say it, because Flare is not really a problem node. It's just, it might be a problem because you're kind of stepping up to the next difficulty, so you might need to be patient. But what's it called? Like the hardest part of 5.1 is by far the final quest in there, 5.1.6, where you degen if you don't hit the opponent every, I think it's 6 seconds, and bait specials early, because you might run into a situation where if you hit the opponent again, you're gonna get them to a special 3. So you kind of have to bait specials early, and if they don't throw it, just hit them again. And there's a little timing trick you can do when like you parry. If you stun the opponent, you can usually wait until like the end of the parry stun just to hit them one time. Get a little bit of extra time on the clock, kind of thing. Did you get Zero Frost Ninja Super Chat? Coat, I did. Oh god, man, what's happening with YouTube? Or did you close out of YouTube or something like that when you were testing things? Because I did see that and did read it. Okay. Ooh, Glory Man just got BG's favorite champ. Wait. You keep missing my comments. Do a quick check at the Alliance feed for my newest 6-star. Ooh. And we already know who it is. Congrats, man. Your man thing. Never mind. Wow, that's better than a man thing. Glory. I thought you said it was my favorite champion. Oh, man. Based on what I just went through with YouTube eating my chats, it appears that triggering the censor leads to more stringent implementation of the filter/censor. YouTube was ignoring so many messages. Huh. That's interesting. BG, can you read my last in a David Attenborough voice? Hunter, I can do no such thing. I can't do any voice. And here we see a wild dingus in his natural habitat, trying to figure out things. It's very dangerous for him to use his brain. Very fascinating. Alright, dude, congrats on Ghost, by the way. Crazy good poll, man. Crazy good poll. visible to BG tonight. Dude, I missed a lot of messages. I was just looking at Aunt May for 10 minutes. Alright. Let's get out of here, though. It's getting late, guys. It is late. Ronan. Ronan, I don't know if you're still in here, but thank you so much for being tonight's biggest D. There's a lot of other super chats and all that too, though. So yeah, thank you everybody. Definitely appreciate it, guys. I'll be back tomorrow, normal time. I've been putting out no content, so I really need to fix that. So yeah. Should never promise anything because I always fail to deliver, but I'm gonna try to put some more time towards making some content. I've been working on a bunch of things, but I've been making 0 videos, so we're gonna flip that around for a little bit here. Gonna make some videos. When I pulled 6-star Joe Fixit, I knew someone else was getting Ghost. Ah, you took the cut, dude. You fell on the Joe Fixit grenade so that someone else out there in the world could have a 6-star Ghost. It's an honorable move. Alright. On that note, though, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everybody.